Hey everybody, Ryan here coming at you with episode 4 of my Stanley Kubrick Director Series. Today I am coming at you with Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. In my opinion, it is one of the greatest films of all time. It is probably my favorite Stanley Kubrick film, other than Clockwork Orange in 2001, but a masterpiece of a film. Let's go ahead and talk about this film. This film is basically about a general named Jack Ripper. Um, that's funny. General Jack Ripper, played by Sterling Hayden, who just kind of has a little breakdown and decides that he's going to order, planes to go attack Russia. It's definitely in the midst of the Cold War. Tensions are high. Everything's very stressed out. Everybody's, wondering if war is going to happen, nuclear warfare, and so basically we have Sterling Hayden's character who orders an airstrike on Russia and has all communications. One of the things is all the communications are going to be wiped out. Basically they turn them off, and he's like, you know what? I'm not going to sit back and allow communist infiltration, communist indoctrination. You know, destroy everybody, pretty much. And so he kind of loses his mind. He has an assistant. I don't know. Don't think he's necessarily an assistant, but he is. Let me see. Yes, he's a Brit. Well, I knew he's a British Captain Lionel Mandrake, played by Peter Sellers in one of 3 roles, and he's the only one who has access to General Ripper, and he's trying to figure out what's going on. So he lets everybody know about what's going on, and the reason why they can't call the ships back is because one of the command attack plan R is when you start to fly towards Russia, you turn off all communication. And if anybody tells you, hey, turn around, I'm an American, basically, he had it to where everybody is just an enemy, and it's just a completely crazy thing. And so at the same time, you have George C. Scott's character, who is kind of a a military analysis. He's okay. He's on the Joint Chief of Staffs, and he's on there, and he is just an eccentric character. He is very high strung, high tempered, and he is just hilarious. He's always chewing gum really loud, like, and he's just kind of like he's trying to be the man, like the it guy. He's the guy who's trying to dominate the conversation, and it's hilarious. And basically his part is revolved around sitting in the war room, which is right here, the war room, and talking with the president, played by another great performance by Peter Sellers, and Joint Chief of Staffs, and they're all just, and the president's advisors, just sitting around trying to analyze the situation and figure out what's going on. It sets the table for like a lot of comedic stuff. You have Slim Pickens, who plays the pilot of the main plane that's going towards Russia, and he is hilarious. And you also have James Earl Jones is on that same young James Earl Jones is on the plane too, and they have their own little adventures of their own. And you also, let me see. Okay, so you have a bunch of those different things going on at one time, and Dr. Strangelove, also played by Peter Sellers, is another advisor of the president who pops up probably an hour into the movie, 45 minutes to an hour into the movie, and steals every scene. And he's basically an advisor of the president that talks about Russia having this doomsday device that if they're attacked, then everything gets attacked, and all this, it's just going to lead to nuclear holocaust. And he's kind of like I think he's an ex-Nazi, and so like I don't know if he's necessarily an ex-Nazi, but yeah, he's an ex-Nazi scientist. He's very demented, and he's very very eccentric, and he's sitting there and he'll randomly do the Nazi salute. Just some hilarious stuff, and he's just crazy. And it's really, really, really a great performance by Peter Sellers, because in the same exact scene you have him, you know, the strong German accent, very eccentric character in a wheelchair, and he's talking to the president, played by a very serious but still funny Peter Sellers. And he's not cracking jokes, and he's only funny because he's so serious. You know, he's calling the prime minister, or the Soviet commander and stuff, and talk with him on the phone, and he's like, "We're sorry, there's a plane heading towards you that's about to blow up," and it turns into a personal thing. He's like, "I'm sorry to make you upset. Why are you crying?" Almost that kind of thing. And it's just a really, really funny black comedy. And the story is that Kubrick, he just came off Lolita, and he wanted to adapt the book Red Alert. I think that's the name of it. I'm pretty sure it was Red Alert. And basically, it was about like an actual scenario of the same situation. And he was originally doing like a drama thriller. And as they were reading the screenplay and writing it, they were just laughing at how bizarre it is. And it's just funny that something like this would actually happen. It's bizarre, the characters. And so he kind of went along with it, and then it became a black comedy, and it is hilarious. And I know when it came out, it was kind of mixed, and people were skeptical, and they didn't really understand. It was way ahead of its time. It's now considered one of the greatest films of all time, one of the greatest comedies of all time. But I promise you, if you go into this film expecting jokes, you're going to be sorely disappointed, because it's basically dialogue driven, and you're laughing at the circumstances, the situations, the stuff the characters say, the stupidity. It's very, very dry black comedy. And it's a really, really, it's about only like an hour and a half long. It's a really short film, and it is just masterful from start to finish. So all the performances in this film are spectacular, especially George C. Scott. He is very fun to watch, and I hear that during filming, Kubrick, who is a very well-known chess player, very good chess player, he and George C. Scott had a chess, I guess they played chess on set, and they had like a little contest, and apparently I guess there was one time where George C. Scott beat him, and they just didn't talk to each other. There's always those kind of myths or whatever that go around, in regards to secretive kind of directors. And yeah, so it's a really, really fun film, so I definitely suggest you guys check it out. And the next episode is going to be 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I'm going to attach my analysis of 2001: A Space Odyssey that I filmed 3 years ago. Yes, 3 years ago. I'm going to attach that to the end of the video. So I will be re-uploading it, re-rendering it, and kind of doing a remastered version of it. So basically, I want you to look out for that. So I'm doing a bunch of these videos this week right now because of the fact that I'm playing catch up because of my marathon video. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.